How did Raghavendra Swami come to Mantralayam? Not on a Shobha Yatra, not called by kings. He was offered the richest Jagir and chose a wasteland where even grass refused to grow. They called him Venkatanatha before the world called him Rayuru. A Dvaita scholar, a Veena player. He left it all, he took sannyasa, became Raghavendra and walked. Near Adoni, he saw a shepherd boy tending goats, invisible to the world. Rayuru looked at him and said, "Remember me when you are in need." The boy's name was Venkanna. Years later, Venkanna served the Nawab of Adoni, Siddhi Masood Khan. One day, the Nawab handed him a royal letter and ordered him to read. Venkanna couldn't. He closed his eyes, muttered the Swami's name, and read every word. The Nawab was stunned. Venkanna became Diwan. Word of the saint, whose blessings had raised a shepherd to power, reached the Nawab. He summoned Rayuru to his court. Siddhi Masood Khan doubted saints and set a trap. Meat beneath silk, Naivedya for a Brahmin saint. The court waited. Rayuru knew what lay beneath. He sprinkled water from his kamandala, chanting the Pranava mantra. When the silk was lifted, jasmine, tulsi, fruits, the Nawab fell at his feet, asked for any jagir, the richest, the most fertile. Rayuru refused. He asked for Manchale, a cracked wasteland on the Tungabhadra. He asked Venkanna to dig. Beneath the sand lay sacred ash from Prahlada's ancient yajna and the Rudra Devaru he once worshipped. Rayuru is believed to be Prahlada reborn, a soul returning across yugas to the soil of his oldest prayer. He didn't find Manchale. He came home. He bowed to Manchalamma, the guardian goddess, and made her a promise. Every devotee who comes to me will visit you first. Even today, no one enters a matta without her blessings. Now he prepared his final resting place. A stone from Madhavaram, believed to be touched by Sri Rama's feet, became the foundation of his Vrindavana. Inside 1200 saligramas, on the banks of Tungabhadra, he stepped into the pit, chanting, eyes open, "I will remain here for 700 years. Do not grieve." The final slab was lowered. Apannacharya came running across the flooded river, chanting the Raghavendra Stotra. He reached the final verse and choked. From inside the sealed Vrindavana, Rayuru's voice completed it. Sakshi Hayasotrai. Generations later, British collector Sir Thomas Munro entered to seize the land. He came out shaken, saying the saint had appeared and spoken in English. At Mantralayam, you're not just visiting a temple. You're standing where a saint stepped into a stone beside the Tungabhadra and has not left since. No one leaves Mantralayam unchanged. If you enjoyed watching this story, comment Om Shri Raghavendraya Namaha. Follow Temple Girl for the real stories behind our temples and traditions.